8 extinct human species. Around 4.5 billion years ago, Earth came into existence, and with it, life began to evolve. Scientists believe that the first forms of life emerged in water and gradually evolved into different species. Researchers suggest that 9 different human species once thrived on Earth, but only Homo sapiens have survived. Evolution likely follows the principle of natural selection. When one species disappears, another replaces it. Mostly, the extinction of one species is caused due to environmental changes, climate changes, natural disasters, and competition from other species. 1. Homo neanderthalensis, Neanderthals. The remains of Neanderthals were first discovered in 1856, and they are believed to have lived from around 400,000 to 40,000 years ago. Neanderthals primarily lived in Europe and Western Asia, especially in colder climates. They hunted large animals such as mammoths, deer, and bison, and were known for their group hunting techniques. Their body structure was robust, with large noses and brain sizes, slightly larger than modern humans. Neanderthals used simple tools, made fire, wore clothing, and built shelters. 2. Homo erectus. Homo erectus existed from around 2 million years ago to about 100,000 years ago. They were given the name Homo erectus, which means upright, as this species was capable of standing and walking fully upright. They originated in Africa and later spread to Asia and Europe. Unlike earlier species that primarily lived in caves, Homo erectus built settlements in open areas. Their brain size ranged from 600 to 1,100 cubic centimeters. Homo erectus was perhaps the first human species to use fire, not just for cooking food, but also for warmth and light. They also created tools from stones and bones. Although they did not have a developed language, they lived in groups and hunted together. 3. Denisovans. Denisovans lived around 200,000 to 30,000 years ago. Their remains were discovered in 2010 in Siberia's Denisova cave. DNA analysis suggests they were closely related to Neanderthals, but evolved separately. Evidence indicates that Denisovans interbred with Homo sapiens, and some modern human populations, especially in Tibet, still carry Denisovan genes that help them survive in high-altitude, low-oxygen environments. 4. Homo rudolfensis. Homo rudolfensis lived between 2 million and 1.5 million years ago, primarily in Africa. Their fossils were discovered in 1972 near Lake Turkana. With a brain size between 750 and 80 cubic centimeters, they had large teeth, allowing them to chew meat, fruits, and raw plant materials effectively. Their body structure was suited for walking and running. 5. Homo floresiensis, or hobbits. Homo floresiensis, commonly known as hobbits, lived on Indonesia's Flores Island. Their fossils, discovered in 2003, revealed that they stood only about 3.5 feet tall, but had relatively large hands and feet. With a brain size of 380 to 430 cubic centimeters, they were still capable of using tools for hunting. 6. Homo naledi. The remains of Homo naledi were discovered in 2013 in the Rising Star Cave in South Africa. This species lived around 300,000 years ago and had a mix of human and ape-like features. Their brain size ranged from 560 to 610 cubic centimeters, indicating some cognitive abilities. Surprisingly, they may have engaged in burial rituals, indicating some level of cultural practice. 7. Homo heidelbergensis. This species existed between 700,000 and 200,000 years ago, first discovered in Germany in 1908. This species may be a common ancestor of Neanderthals and modern humans. They had a robust body structure and brain size of 1,200 to 1,400 cubic centimeters, similar to modern humans. As the climate became colder, they struggled to survive and their population declined. 8. Homo habilis. Homo habilis existed from around 2.5 million to 1.4 million years ago in Africa, particularly in Tanzania's Olduvai Gorge, where their fossils were first discovered in 1960. They were known as handyman, because they were the first known human species to make use of stone tools. With a brain size of 510 to 600 cubic centimeters, Homo habilis showed early signs of problem-solving skills. They consumed a mixed diet of meat, fruits, seeds, and roots. This is all about today's video. Please like, share, and comment your views. Thank you for watching.